Good afternoon everyone, today we're looking at another Timex Expedition watch. So let's get right onto it, shall we? So we're going to be looking at the Expedition North Edition today. Oh, push some buttons. Initial thing to say when I did take one of this video, this is take 520. It's when you're taking that watch out using this cardboard sort of holder, just be very careful not to sort of snap the box or snap this cardboard here, just because it is a bit fiddly to try and get out when you first unbox it. So just be a little bit careful when you are taking it out. Not that your conventional sort of style for holding a watch in place in terms of inside a box, but offers that sustainability image from the Timex point of view there. So this is the Timex Expedition tide-temp-compass watch. So we've got a 43 case diameter with a 13mm case thickness, model number TW2V64400. Retails at around about £250, I believe. I think I got it for £250. Let me just give that a quick check for you guys. Sorry, £184, not 280. Waterproof to 100 metres as well. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of stuff going on with the face here. So let's have a look at that face. So the face is like a dotted sort of style finish, not like the usual gloss finish that dials are nowadays. Got a nice date dial there, just sitting down at 6 PM. And obviously got this blue and orange detailing consistent around the watch and old-fashioned loom technology on those increments there. We've got a three-function chronograph, so we can get the tide of the location that we're in. We get the temperature of the location we're in, and we also get the compass movement. It's like a proprietary tide-temp-compass movement, bidirectional centre hand that moves around based on what function you want to use. Built in fully 316 stainless steel. And a full sapphire glass going across the top there just to make it a bit more scratch proof. We've also got luminous hands. They are luminous in segments of the hands rather than being fully luminous all the way across those hands. Also inside you can also see the obviously those little dials for each sort of measurement that we want to take. Coming out to the bezel, we've got a compass style bezel that doesn't move in a clicking fashion, but moves in rather than a smooth gliding motion. Very nice start. Coming out to the casing, we've got a full lined casing there. Orange detailing to the right side chronograph buttons and crown, and a blue side to this side to obviously operate that other blue dial there. Let's have a look at the crown movement. That just gives you like a little reset. Got decent movement to the crown when you're moving the hands around. They don't spin round like they're flimsy or anything like that. And that just resets to how we want. The strap, you've got a 22mm lug width with a comfortable eco dry tan leather strap as well, with that nice Timex sort of Expedition North Edition print on that part on the strap there. A single window system with no sort of metal enhancers inside the strap, allowing for stretch when you're wearing it in a tight fit style. The buckle is a lined finish buckle with that Timex print on top as well. I hope if I can actually get the watch out. Simple matte finish. A lot of buckles are chrome finish nowadays. So again, inside here we can see just a bit more evidence of that genuine strap. You can see what I was getting at here. Eco-friendly leather. We've even got easy access clips to be able to remove that strap. And the back plate is like this matte metallic finish, full sapphire crystal. Just a little more information about the specs of the watch stands on the back. A full quartz movement expected as well. So there we go guys, that is the Timex tide-temp-compass. Good afternoon everyone. Today we're looking at a Timex watch. Haven't looked at one of these for a while. And the reason I'm looking at this specific model is because I was having a discussion with someone in the comments the other day about Moonphase watches. And I saw this on Amazon. I thought, go on then, let's have a little review of this. So today we're actually going to be looking at the Timex Marlin watch. So initially look at the box. We've obviously got this sealed up outside cover here. So I'm just going to remove this. Got this from Amazon, so this will be how it arrives. Simple glossy outside cover. It reveals a nice lightweight box with a simple lift off lid. Nice grey touch going all the way around the sides here. Inside got this sort of industrial waste style packaging inside here. Surrounds the whole box, whole cushion. Inside you've got a nice sort of cobalt sort of style grey cushion. Very functional, simple and elegant. So turn that off. I'll be able to see a bit better. I'm going to shut this. Helped. Let's see if that helps. That looks a little better. So here we go guys, this is the Timex Marlin Moonphase 40mm. Sorry, this light's not very good. Let's do it like that. So you've got 40mm case diameter with a 12mm case thickness. Quite a thick bit of glass on top there. Cost me about £110 on Amazon. Probably weighs around about 50 grams. And uses a M247 quartz movement. That's according to watch.co.uk. So let's have a look at the face. So the face is a sunray style navy blue finish to the face. It's quite dark in the actual pictures that you see on Amazon. It's obviously going with the full complication style finish to the watch. So looking at the top, you've got the first subdial at the top here. You've got the date function. You've also got the day, and you've got the month function on here. So it's going for a bit more of a sort of a complicated style look to it, yet keeping its elegance. It's quite light for a complication watch. And obviously you've got the Moonphase watch, the Moonphase part of the watch down here. But I'm not sure if that's a Moonphase or if it's actually a day and night tracker. But we can have a look at that in a minute. So we've got this full sort of dome effect going across the actual glass. This is called plexi mineral glass. It's that's according to specs. Offers a 5-bar water resistance. This is actually part of their 2024 new release range. So let's have a look at the crown first, see what that does. Move this little bit of plastic on here. Sorry, I hadn't spotted it before. It did look a little bit grubby. Got a nice amount of feedback to the crown. It feels strong in the hands, which is good. Let's take that pin out and have a look. Push down. Nice firm push down as well. Doesn't feel cheap. It's nice stainless steel seconds hand there. So you've got a crown that operates the Moonphase as well as the date function. And then you've got that chronograph button that operates on the month. And I imagine you have to wind that clock round to get the actual days to change. That's what I'm assuming. Let's have a little look. Yeah, and that is actually a Moonphase down the bottom there. You can see it's it operates not as a day and night tracker, which is good. So it's a decent amount of watch for £110. So come down to the strap. You've got a 20mm star strap. It's a cheap style. I think it's leather with this sort of jet black finish on top of it. Really, really glossy. Simple line finish gone all the way down the side. Plain mirror finish on the actual Timex part of the buckle. Single windows to hold on to the hinge of the buckle. It's a quick release strap, as you can see from these little tiny lugs on where the strap meets the actual casing. Look at the back of the actual case. It looks really, really nice because of that globe on the back there. It's just a plain print. It's not engraved or anything on there. It's got the full sort of Marlin collection on there, model number, etc., etc. Simple window, just hold on to the strap. You've got two, usually does come with two, one that holds the strap in place, it's fixed, and one that's more variable. So there you go, guys. That is the Timex Marlin Moonphase. Good morning, everyone. So we're looking at another Timex watch review. We're going to be looking at one of the Waterbury editions today. So let's have a look at the box before we move on to the actual watch. Obviously from the outside we can see we've got a simple white outside cover. I think there's just a little blemish on the top here. I don't think that's part of the actual design. Just simple white outside cover. Revealing a simple lift-off lid style grey Timex box. Quite light in weight really, it's not hefty. Don't like it when they put sort of bits of polystyrene and stuff, similar sort of material inside. A nice grey cushion inside there. Matches, it actually complements that white detailing to the inside of the box quite nicely. So I do like how it's presented, except for the fact that it's got the obviously all that rubbishy plastic stuff inside. Overall, it's a nicely themed box that has a nice colour system to it. So here we go, guys. This is the Timex Waterbury chronograph. It has a 42mm case diameter with a 12mm case thickness and retails at around about £155. The weight of this watch probably is around about 100 grams. So it's not a heavy watch. It's probably also the fact that you've got a leather strap with it as well. And you've got a, I think you've got a quartz movement. Let's have a look. Yeah, you go. I thought it was quartz. Yeah, you've got a German flyback quartz movement. Quite a decent quality to it. So let's have a look at the dial here. So the dial is like a matte sort of navy bluish style colour. Quite hard to describe that colour. Obviously there's lots of detail going on here. Fully luminous hands and a nice seconds hand here with that Timex logo just sitting on the end there. Obviously this watch is quite unique in the way that it's how it's presented in terms of these little dials here. These third dials down in the bottom here. I suppose they're about a third, aren't they? And at the top here, I think it's designed to be like a sort of a pilot style, aviation style watch. You've even got what I don't often see, which is a sort of it's been years since I've been at school. In terms of the shape, that's quite a unique shape for a date and quite a unique location for a date as well. With the bit between the 2 and 3, usually it's between 3 and sort of 6, but this one's actually between 2 and 3. That's what makes this watch unique as well. That's what I quite like. Inside the actual face of the watch, you've got sort of an interior style chronograph tachymeter. Usually it stamps tachymeter on it, but this one doesn't. But we can obviously see that it is that. Instead, it's just got that Waterbury model in the top there. Quite like how that's presented. And obviously there's lots of markings, all in white as well. Just complements the watch quite nicely. So let's have a look at the chronograph. So obviously that chronograph, there's an extra hand. I didn't even see that extra hand at the back there. operates as a chronograph. You don't often have two second hands, you usually just have one. I quite like this watch for its mixture of unique touches to the actual how it's designed. It's really, there's quite a lot of unique stuff going on here. Usually watches have some sort of similarities in some ways, but this one seems to be quite different. So let's pause that chronograph and have a look at the wind back. Simple wind back function. Oh, okay. And then you've got I believe this is a 24-hour, yeah, so you've got a 24-hour readout. So it resets to 24 hours. So this is obviously set at 6 at night, which is 18 on here. That's quite a nice touch. I did think that was a 24-hour marker. I went silent because I was trying to figure out what it was doing, but then I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, it's quite nice. You get 24-hour readout as well. Usually you do get that with a chronograph. So coming down to obviously just a little bit more about the watch, you get a mineral glass across the top there and 100-meter water resistance. Coming into the casing, we've got like a line effect on the casing going around here and a full matte finish on these two chronograph buttons here with a chrome effect on the actual crown. Let's have a look at the crown. Very strong crown movement. It's got a decent amount of resistance to that. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Really good. Try and get that to first position. He says it's quite difficult to get it to the first position. That's one thing that I will say. It's quite fiddly. There we go. Got it to first position. Yeah, it's just a little bit fiddly trying to get that to move out to that position. But once you have got it there, it's got a nice strong movement and it's bi-directional date dial functionality as well. Really nice. Doesn't screw down, just presses back in place. And obviously all the hands set back. It's almost like a grand complication watch. I've got one of those, done a review of that on my channel if you want to have a look at that. So obviously that's the main watch. So let's come down to the strap. So the strap is a vegan leather strap with a 22mm width, held in a nice sort of stainless steel casing here. Full stitching, line stitching going down the side all the way down to the buckle. So the buckle is a stainless steel lined, matte finish on it, with a single window, a double window holder for these straps. Let's have a little look at that. Very nice lined effect with a Timex stamping in the actual leather strap here. No sort of metal components inside the actual holes of the strap to prevent sort of stretch, but I quite like that because if I wear a watch, I'll wear it nice and tight when it's a leather one at first, then the holes will stretch and there'll be more of a tailored fit to me. The strap itself is a quick release as well, so you haven't got to worry about any tools when you're doing it, but if you want to change the strap, obviously if you've got one that hasn't got a quick release system, you'll need to use a tool to make that go on there. And the back plate I really like with that globe there, the 3D globe, and sort of just how it's presented as well. I've also got a little bit more information about the watch on the back here as well, about its sort of model number, movement, etc. Manufacturer part numbers, etc. All that stuff. So there we go, that is the Timex Waterbury chronograph.